like just about every other voter, before I began this process 28 days ago, I frankly had no idea what happened to my paper ballot once I put it in the machine at my polling place on Election Day. And I remember thinking on Election Day, as I have in many election days past, that I'm putting my paper ballot, I'm putting my trust in the system, and really I'm left with sort of the rather thin comfort of hoping for the best. Now, absentee voting is something that I'm going to ask our viewers to really keep in the back of their minds, because, well, voting in the sense that most of us think of when I say the word let's go vote, or the phrase let's go vote, we think of Election Day, we think of going to our local polling place. Mine happens to be a Lutheran church in New Berlin. And I go there, and they've got coffee and very nice people there who are running it. But absentee voting done for convenience, done for the people who may live part-time in Florida or Arizona or have other things to do, that expansion, the legislature tells us in the preamble to the statutes, absentee voting is not a right, it is a privilege. And in order to exercise that right, that people have to follow a very specific series of rules and regulations, or the law is, if those rules are violated on a ballot, that ballot shall not be counted.
I want to talk about the integrity of this investigation. You're saying you want everyone to know everything that you've done. It's been widely reported that on November 7th at a pro-Trump rally, you said, I don't think anyone here can think of anything more systematically unjust than a stolen election. How do you convince people that you're not prejudging this, that it's a stolen election?
No, I didn't say it was a stolen election. I stand by every word that you just, I cannot, and I defy you to think of anything more unjust than a corrupt or unlawful election in a democracy. Whether that occurred here is very much a question to be examined.
So you're saying you weren't saying that after the election at a pro-Trump rally because you believed it was a stolen election?
I try to be very careful about my words. Obviously, most of the attendees there had a very particular viewpoint, and they are concerns about guidance documents that were issued by the Wisconsin Elections Commission, WEC. People refer to it as WEC. So WEC was an entity that was set up by the legislature in 2015 to provide guidance and assistance to our 1,852 municipal clerks across the state. Now, WEC was set up to help, but there have been a lot of concerns publicly registered that WEC, the Wisconsin Elections Commission, which is unelected, has actually become the de facto rulers of our Wisconsin election.
Who are you getting pressure from for immediate action?
Everyone.
Everyone, I mean, are these politicians? Are these constituents? Or who are these people?
Yes.
All of the above. Have you heard from Democrats who want this?
I have not yet, but I was just sketching out the last couple of days. I am going to reach out to whoever will talk with me.
I talked with Justice Gableman before the Speaker's announcement, and he told me then that he couldn't discuss specifics about the investigators.